Hello guys, and today I'm going to try some football themed crisps, okay? Now this, at the moment, there's currently the Euro 2020, there will be the sorry, not Euro, the Euro 2021, start again. Tomorrow, there will be the Euro 2020 final for football, okay? Which is soccer to Americans, okay? And it's, even though, yes, I do mean 2020, because it's 1 year later, right? It's 1 year later than normal because of the coronavirus, and so it's the 2020 championships taking place tomorrow. Okay, well, it's the final tomorrow, okay? Right, the reason why I got confused and all that is because normally you say the exact year that you're in, which relates to the actual year associated with the Euro Championship. So, for example, they talked about Euro 2020, you know, whatever, with the exact year. But because it would have been taking place in 2020, it's referred to as the Euro 2020, even though it's now taking place in 2021. Anyway, that's irrelevant. England, and I do mean England, not Britain. I've made a slip of the tongue there. England, not the whole of Britain, just England, is playing Italy tomorrow in the final. It's the first time that England has been in the final of a major international competition, including the World Cup, since 1966. Okay? Roughly 55 years ago. And so there's a lot of hope here that we will win. But anyway, that's another matter. I'm now going to try some crisps. Now, these are celebrating something called the Champions League, which is different to the Euros. It's a similar thing, but the difference is with the Euros, it is one country in Europe against another country in Europe. With the Champions League, it is a football club versus another football club, but it's football clubs that exist all over Europe, okay? Now, this is a football-themed packet of crisps. It says limited edition, and it says Walker's Footy Favourites. Footy is British slang for football, soccer, and here you'll notice the flavour. They've called it sour cream, and I'm doing terribly today. I'm just not awake. I was literally asleep about half an hour ago. Anyway, I just dozed off. So this is sweet. Why am I so useless? But I wouldn't get a job as a newsreader, would I? Okay. Sour cream and sweet chili kicker flavour. So this is a pack of a pack of 5. Again, I can't even tell how many's in the packet. Normally, when you get packs this size, they're usually packs of 6. But because it's a unique flavour, they've decided to put one less packet in and charge you practically the same. Anyway, I'm going to open it up. Inside there's another packet. This is what we will eat. It says exactly the same thing. And on the back, it's suitable for vegetarians. So, if you buy meat-flavoured packets of crisps from this company, even they are suitable for vegetarians because they use ingredients that do not rely on any actual meat products. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to open this up now. I don't think I've ever had this before. Definitely, I don't believe made by this company. So I'm sure now you'll look on my channel and find out that I ate a packet exactly like this about 5 years ago. Something I don't know. I'm guessing because I've no idea. But anyway, I'm not sure I even had a YouTube channel 5 years ago. But that's another matter. Okay. So I'm going to take one out now. Not a good sign. It's got a burnt black mark on it. Not a good sign at all. I would be within my rights to actually send this back and demand, you know, a new packet of crisps. But I don't think I could be bothered for once. I wanted something similar when they had a large chunk in the bottom instead of individual crisps, and they apologised, and they gave me some vouchers, enough to, I think, from memory, I think it was enough to buy about 24 packets of crisps, I think, but I'm forgetting now, it's from memory, so I could be wrong. Anyway, this is a better crisp, okay? It's got some sort of peppering on it, so looks like they've sprinkled some sort of herbs on it. I'm now going to try one, okay? And normally I'm known for my food being out of date, but this is genuinely well within date. Okay, this is dated in September, and it is the 10th today. So, and also tomorrow, I believe, Richard Branson, one of our greatest entrepreneurs of all time, is going to go into space, or at least the edge of space, in a spaceship, sort of a spaceship, owned by his own company, okay? And he's waited approximately 17 years to do it. I'll be honest, these taste really strange. They taste so strange. I can't even put my finger on it. The taste is really strange. I'll look into what it actually consists of. It's got, amongst other things, onion powder, cream powder, cayenne pepper powder, parsley, herbs, spices, skim milk powder, red bell pepper, I can taste some sort of creamy taste on it, but it's really weird. I don't think it's bad. I think it's weird. To be honest, it's just not what you're used to. I'm used to expecting from crisps. When I first ate it, they didn't seem that spicy or that hot. Now, my mouth is starting to get a bit hotter, truthfully. So yes, this is what they mean by the kicker. I mean, I use the word kicker because it's to do with kicking a football, you know? And for their football themed crisps, I usually use either football terms, or in one exception of the salt and vinegar, they've replaced vinegar with the word Lineker, which is the name of one of our former footballers, well, who's now a TV pundit and talks about football on the telly rather than actually playing it anymore. And I did a video on that. Yeah. It's starting to get warm in my mouth now. It definitely tastes more sour creamy than anything else. I will give it that. I think it's like a sour cream that just gets hot. And that's why they've put in the cayenne pepper to make it go hot. Is there any actual chili in here? Oh, it says it's got sweet chili seasoning, whatever that is. It says sugar, flavouring. Yeah, let's say it consists of cayenne pepper powder. And paprika extract. And it said red bell pepper, so I don't see any actual chili in here. They say it's chili, but I can't see any, like powdered chili or anything like that. So I think they've just used the name, but not actually have any actual chili products in it, I think. Oh, it's definitely strange, I'll give it that. Would I buy any of them anymore again? I'm honestly not sure, truthfully. Because I generally don't like things that get hot, and I knew it might get a bit hot because it warned you because it had the word chili in the title, you see, so I thought it might get a bit hot, and to be honest, I'm not generally a fan of food that gets hot in your mouth, like chili, truthfully. In the past I have, like, for example, in the past a lot of people over here would buy Indian food, and try and order, go to like Indian restaurants. It used to be a thing of the past. Lots of people in the 90s, I don't know about now, used to go often as part of a work do or something like that to an Indian restaurant. And I'm talking about the white people here, not even Indians, or ethnic Indians, and we'd try and order a vindaloo or something really, really hot. It'd be like some sort of endurance test, It's the sort of equivalent of like going down the pub and trying to drink 10 pints. It was like the Indian restaurant equivalent of that, to see how hot you could, how spicy you could take your curry, The hotter it was, the better. Not because it tasted good, but simply as some sort of strange bravery test, to see how hard you were, um, like the Bruce Willis of eating curries, if you like, I'm going to see what this burn tastes like, okay? This burnt part of the crispy. That's just the burnt part. It doesn't even want to chew very well. It got no taste in that part at all. I'll give it a 2 though, because it's hot or spicy. I mean, I've tried to take longer to eat it than I would normally. Normally I can sometimes, get through a packet of crisps really quickly. With this I can't, because if I get through it too quickly it'll be too hot and my mouth will explode, so Anything else on the pack that might be of interest? Okay, so football is sweeping the nation, and Walker's footy favourites are here to help you celebrate. We've turned iconic game day snacks and dishes into delicious crisps for you to enjoy, like our sour cream and sweet chili kicker. And it says, why not try our other footy favourites? I'm trying to see. It's really hard to see. I have seen these in the shop as well ages ago, but these are just... Yeah, one of them, it says Pinelli, Pinutty or something. I can't tell, but it's based on the word penalty. The other one says Hot Shots, and that says Hot Shots hot dogs. These are ones you can buy, not ones that I've got. The one's got the word one says tackle somewhere. So anyway, it's very small. There you go. I can't see it off the top of my head. I have seen them in the shops once, so in the past sometimes even. So there you go. I know the camera isn't very good, but there you go. So right, that's me waffling on about eating some crisps, okay? And on the front is the British traffic light system for food, which tells you how good or bad this particular food is in various categories. It shows you as red in fat, so it's not very good fat. It can be quite fattening. It's yellow in saturates. It's green in sugars, which means it hasn't got much sugar in it, and it's yellow, although the proper term is amber. Okay, which is 5%. Okay, so it's basically what they call the traffic light system, red, amber, green, based on the colours of the traffic lights. Okay, to determine whether you can or cannot carry on driving. You know, because sometimes people need to cross the road and stuff like that, okay? Anyway, guys, I'm sure I've bored you to death. It's taking about 20 minutes to eat a packet of crisps is absolutely ridiculous. But there you go. As I said, tomorrow it's the Euro final between Italy and England. The irony is we're only in the final because Denmark very kindly scored 2 goals. Or rather, I'll rephrase it. The Denmark players scored 2 goals and we'd scored 1. However, because one of their players was so addicted to scoring goals, he didn't realise he was actually scoring a goal for us by kicking it into the wrong goal. So we're only in the final because a player from Denmark scored a goal for us by kicking the ball into his own goal. I'm not joking. So there you go. Without the support of Denmark to score another own goal on tomorrow, it will be interesting to see how well we actually do. Knowing our luck, it'll probably go to penalties, and then we'll lose on penalties, because that's what usually happens with England. We usually go, in many years, we've gone all the way through 0-0 or 1-1 or something, and then it's gone through to extra time, and it's gone through to extra time again, and right at the end it's been penalties. and we've lost on penalties. What's interesting, and you are a football fan, is that the England football team is actually managed by somebody who failed to score a penalty in a World Cup, and as a result we lost that World Cup. You know, we were out of the World Cup because we lost. I can't remember, I think it was the quarterfinals, I forget. I think it was 1996, I forget. The name of the player, former player and now manager, is Gareth Southgate. And he failed to score a penalty in the penalty shootout at the end. And so the next player for the other team, I forget which country it was now, scored. And so we were out of the World Cup. And I think he feels he always let the side down, he always feels he let the country down, and so now he is genuinely, as a manager now, trying to do his very best to try and make up for, in his view, letting the country down all those years ago. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, I'm sure you're bored to death now, so sour cream and sweet chili kicker flavour. Walker's crisps, okay? And also another little thing they also have on these crisps is at the very bottom it says multi-pack bag, not to be sold separately. And the reason is because if you go into a shop and buy something like this on their own, they charge you something silly like about 50 or 60 pence. And if you buy a whole pack of about a whole pack of 5, they've got each of these packs got slightly less in, and they charge about £1 or £1.50 for a packet of 6, something along those lines. So it's much cheaper to buy a pack of 6 than it is to buy them individually. And so I think some shops years ago, and the clever idea of buying them in packets of 6, ripping them out of the packs of 6 and then selling them individually. And so they put this on to try and stop shops doing that. Okay, I'm not sure how legally binding it is. I don't know if they could actually be prosecuted for actually doing it, but it's just done to try and discourage retailers from actually doing it. Okay. Anyway, guys, now it's over 20 minutes and I still haven't finished the packet of crisps, but I've almost finished it, so I'm going to say goodbye now. Thanks for watching. Bye.